कभी कभी ना आप ऐसे जगह पे पहुंच जाते हो जहाँ पे पहुंचते ही आपको लगता है कि अरे यार यहाँ पे एक दिन के लिए आना वाज अ मिस्टेक, क्योंकि ऐसी जगहों को बस विजिट नहीं महसूस किया जाता है। एंड आई थिंक दैट प्लेस फॉर मी वुड बी कोवलम। वेलकम टू कोवलम। अब मैंने आपको पिछले व्लॉग में बताया था कि हम वारकला भी गए थे, क्योंकि इंस्टाग्राम पे ना आजकल बहुत ज्यादा पॉपुलर हो रखा है वारकला, और हम भी थोड़ा इन्फ्लुएंस्ड हो गए थे। But then when I came to Kovalam, I realized that there are still places out there जिनकी खूबसूरती आज भी इंस्टाग्राम के ट्रेंडिंग वीडियो से काफी दूर बसी हुई है, और शायद इसलिए ही वहाँ एक दिन के लिए जाके रिग्रेट सा फील होता है। Because like I said, ऐसी जगह को तो टाइम लेके आराम से एंजॉय करना चाहिए। So with that, let me take you to Kovalam.
It's another beautiful morning in Trivandrum. This is the island resort where we are staying, and right now I'm gonna head for this temple, which is like 10 minutes walk from here, and it's a temple dedicated to Parasurama. And I don't think there are a lot of temples dedicated to Lord Parasurama, and this one is actually known for being just a minute. Yeah, so this one is known for being a place where people go for paying respects to their ancestors. Also, how beautiful is this property? I mean, look, there are trees, lush greenery all around, and even a jackfruit tree. There are like huge jackfruits on that. It's very, quaint and in the midst of all the lush greenery that Kerala has to offer. So it's very pretty, very beautiful, and it's named Trivandrum Island Resort. I'm sure you would already know that because I told you that previously, the rooms and all. So this temple, it's actually one of the oldest temples in Kerala, and the devotees would usually come, especially in the mornings, to offer something called Bali Tharpanam, which would help to liberate the souls of the person, the dead person. So if you see,
Some slabs are lined up where
they've offered rice.
now it's believed that if a crow comes and eats it, that means that your ancestor has eaten it. So their soul has now been liberated. There's also in fact a bigger festival called Vavu Valitharpanam, which happens in the month of July-August, which is considered to be the most auspicious time to perform this ritual. Also, the temple itself is said to be over 2000 years old and then was renovated around the 12th or 13th century. Also, since Lord Parasurama is considered to be the creator of Kerala, this temple is considered to be super auspicious. After visiting the temple, I boarded a local KSRTC bus from Thiruvallam bus stand. It was hardly a 20 minutes bus ride and the cost was 20 rupees.
So I got dropped off at the bus stand, Kovalam bus stand, and there's a small road which is going to take me to the beach. Hardly 5 minutes walk. That's where I'm headed, for the beach. And there are the shops lining this road. Can you see the beach there? It's right over there.
The Kovalam Beachscape is really gorgeous. There was this rocky structure jutting out into the sea on one side, and then on the other, the entire coastline was dotted with palm trees. Quick trivia for you, Kovalam actually means coconut groves, so it refers to the many coconut trees found in the area.
Although there's a danger sign over there, so you can't really take bath.
That's why there isn't really anyone in the water, although the waves look nice for a bath.
There are a few sunbeds over there, like in Goa, and there, that is the lighthouse.
So the beds cost 100 rupees for an hour. And hi doggo. And there are actually a few activities that you can do, like there's scuba diving, there's speedboat ride, there's kayaking, and all of this. So there were a few locals who approached me and asked if I wanted to do those things. But the best part is that
they were not forcing me to do anything.
I've seen in places like Kashmir and all, there's a lot of pressure into just having to do something. And even in Puvar also, they were trying to convince me left and right that you have to do this, you have to take the boating.
So these are the are nice.
They didn't do any sort of forcing or anything. I just told them no, thank you, and then they left me to be by myself.
There are always hotels along the beach and a beautiful walkway as well, and lots of restaurants and shops so you can go for shopping, have some seafood. But the price is a little expensive, I forgot. But then you get this view.
Honestly, this beach view was so spellbinding that I could not help myself and I just walked into a restaurant. And luckily, I found this restaurant which was more on the budget side as compared to the other ones on the beach.
So I decided I'm gonna have a bit of lunch with this view. And there's the lighthouse. There's something about being able to dine with a view like this. You watch the sea and you have your food. So nice, right? So I've ordered lassi here, sweet lassi.
Service was a bit slow, so I decided to enjoy my lassi outside. And that is my lunch for today. I decided to opt for this sweet and sour chili prawn preparation and some rice to go with that. Okay, honest confession, I am a big time fan of prawns and Kerala mein to seafood ki koi kami hai hi nahi. So I think I ended up having prawns like 5 to 6 times on this particular trip to God's own country.
I get it now why they call it sweet and sour. So there are pineapples in there. It's a pretty odd preparation, but it's nice.
By the way, the restaurant name was Leo Restaurant, and once I finished my lunch, I headed out to go for the Kovalam Lighthouse.
This honestly reminds me of Goa. Places like Anjuna, Arambol, all of them have like these hippie clothes. Kind of similar vibe, especially with the sunbeds. Surprisingly now, I'm seeing a lot of foreign tourists here. Like a lot, even more than Varkala.
And hardly any domestic Indian tourists.
I don't know if you have ever seen it or not, but I can see black cranes.
I mean, there are the white ones, which are quite common, and then there are the black ones.
This is a counter for the lighthouse, but it's actually closed because it's 1:30 and it's going to open again at 2 p.m. So I waited for half an hour for the lighthouse to open, and it's 20 rupees entry, 10 rupees for any sort of mobile device recording. Let's go up. The Kovalam beachscape is just so beautiful. I mean, the beach is not huge or anything, but it's so pretty. It's absolutely pretty.
There's a kids park down there, so if you're coming with your kids, you can also go there. Also known as the Visinjam Lighthouse, it's a relatively new one built in 1972.
That is the lighthouse behind me. It's not actually too big. I think 3 or 4 stories max.
I really like this lighthouse complex. It was super clean and well maintained. And it's really commendable because majority tourist places I visited in Kerala actually were this clean.
The good thing is that they also have a lift, but you can also take the stairs.
The last part is this very narrow stair. It might feel a bit claustrophobic. If you end up going with senior citizens, do take a note of this. I've never really climbed up at lighthouse like this. तो मुझे तो काफी मजा आया. Treasure hunt types feel हो रहा था.
Another top of the lighthouse, and oh my god, it's gorgeous. I can see the entire beach, and there's a harbor behind me. Oh my god, 20 rupees ticket, 100% worth it.
Or is it bahane? You will get to see how Kovalam looks from the perspective of a flying bird.
That is the Byzantium. I think that's what the name is of the seaport. It's an international seaport. We have solar panels here. There's a mosque over there. The watercolors are blue. Gorgeous shade of blue.
You know, it's one of those places where you could spend hours and still not get bored. I wish I could have stayed up there longer, but it was starting to get a little crowded, and since the space was limited, so I had to get down.
But it's really beautiful from up there. It's 2:30 right now, and I thought I'll go to this place called Azimala Shiva Temple. But then again, that's around 8 kilometers from here, and I should be headed back to my stay by 4 o'clock. So it'll be a little bit of a time crunch. So I'm gonna skip that for this time. Hopefully next time, because today we're leaving for Kochi. Some things are to be left out so that you can come back again. Like I was saying, lots of activities you can do, from scuba to coracle ride, surfing, stand-up paddling, lots and lots if you're coming to Kovalam. So I decided to walk back to the bus stand. There's this walkway through which I went to the lighthouse, and I'm gonna head back to my stay. I'll catch a bus from the bus stand. This part is the Kovalam Beach, I think. That part is known as Kovalam Beach, and then on that side you have the lighthouse.
Saying goodbye to this place. मेरी कोवलम की कहानी तो यही खत्म होती है, बट जाते जाते मैं इतना बता के जाना चाहती हूँ कि आप हो सके तो कोवलम में 2 दिन रुक के आना, मेरे तरह 1 दिन में वापस बिल्कुल मत आना। और हाँ, प्लीज चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर देना। आई होप टू सी यू नेक्स्ट वीक विद अ न्यू वीडियो फ्रॉम दिस केरला सीरीज। हो सके तो एक लाइक और कमेंट भी, ठीक है?